Welcome back, Pokemon fans. Angel of the Night here, coming at you with part 2 of Pokemon Alpha Sapphire. Today we are going to go through and continue on to try to capture all the Pokemon in Route 101 and 103. In the last episode, we actually went through and obtained Mudkip, our starter Pokemon, and as well we also obtained Zigzagoon and Poochyena. So we are going to go ahead here and continue on. As you can see, I'm actually in a different location at the moment, recording. And the camera's a little bit off there. I'm actually using a tripod, so... actually, I'm not in my tech room at the moment, as Toulou's actually doing some homework, which is very important, and I don't want to disrupt her, so we're going to go ahead and chill out here for a little bit and mass record some episodes here, so... if I get distracted, it's probably the cats are being shitheads. We have two cats, one named Monkey and one named Oreo. And they're actually sitting around here with me, so that's pretty cool. So we are right now in what town? We're actually in Odale Town. So we're going to go ahead to the Pokemart with the blue roof here, and we're actually going to go through and try to get some Pokeballs here. Now we should have enough money, I think, to get quite a few Pokeballs. So let's see here. Now I'm going to do a maximum of 10. That way I can try to trick it into providing me with a Premier Ball. And of course I don't have enough money to do another lot of 10, but I will do 6 more. And we've actually got a total of... oh, we've got a good amount of Pokeballs here, so that's pretty good. So we're going to just skip out of here, out of the Pokemon Mart. And we are going to go back to Route 101. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I believe that Wurmple is here on this route. So we are going to double check here. Yeah, we are nearly complete this route. So I'm going to see if I can track down that Wurmple. Now, I think we need 2 Wurmples here. One for Silcoon, one for Cascoon. And it all depends on their actual statuses. So now this one here is level 2. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to kill it or not, but we'll see. Okay, so it actually did live, and it looks like there's a string shot. So like I said, I'm going to try to capture 2 of them. I'm only going to put 1 in the PC for the time being. Okay, there is 1 Pokeball off. So we had about 24 Pokeballs, and we had 1 Premier Ball there, so that's pretty good to start off with a catch-em-all run. Normally what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to have multiple Pokeballs, different types of Pokeballs in your bag. Alright, so here we have it. We have Wurmple. Wurmple is targeted by Swellow as prey. This Pokemon will try to resist by pointing the spikes on its rear at the attacking predator. It will weaken the foe by leaking poison from the spikes. I'm not going to give a nickname to this one, of course. Now these ones here should be fairly easy to train up, of course, so what you'll want to do is you'll want to have the 2 in your party. I would most likely recommend, once you get the experience share, just so that way you can actually train them both at the exact same time. Alright, so I am going to start fighting some of these Pokemon here. I'm going to fight Zigzagoon for a little bit, just to kind of try to level up the Mudkip that we just got there from Professor Birch. Okay, there we go. Down goes the Zigzagoon. Now, if I really wanted to, I could try to use the Dex Nav to try to shiny catch. Of course, at this point, I don't really think that's actually a good idea. It would actually just end up wasting more time than, you know, basically what you would think, so. Okay, so here's our second Wurmple. Now, hopefully this one here would actually eventually evolve into a Cascoon. I'm hoping the first one was a Silcoon, of course. So let's see what this one here might do for us. No, I'm going to go ahead here and use the Pokeball. Okay, there goes the Pokeball, and let's see here if we're going to catch it. Alright, so we got our second Wurmple, so that's awesome. So I am going to put the 2 Wurmple into the PC for the time being, just that way later on we can actually level them up a lot quicker. And then if we need to go get any other Wurmple, we can actually do so. I'm actually going to wait until we're at the woods in order to try to level up the Wurmple. Although it might be a good idea to try now, but we're not going to gain too much experience points in order to do that, so I'm not going to heal it. What am I doing here? I'm going to actually deposit them, like I was saying. We're going to deposit 1 Wurmple and 2 Wurmple. Hey, we got a berry there on one of them. That's pretty sick. Pecha berry, I think it is. So that's pretty good. We're going to go ahead here and leave the Pokemon Center. And we're going to go right up to Route 103, and I'm going to try to see, I think Wingull is there if I'm not mistaken, but I'm not entirely sure. Let's see here. I could be completely wrong. Okay, there's Poochyena. So I am going to fight the Poochyena there for a little while, just to make sure that we do gain some experience points onto the Mudkip. I do want it to be a higher level, of course, as we go along through the game. And of course, the team's not actually going to stay together. It is going to eventually swap out. Okay, another Poochyena. That's not too bad. Okay, here goes the water gun, guys. Let's see if we can take out the Poochyena. Looks like it's a one-hit KO, which is awesome. And there goes the Poochyena. Okay, let's see what else we can find here. So right now we actually have Oreo inspecting the microphone. So if you guys hear any weird noises, it's Oreo. I actually have a blue Yeti mic, so it will pick up everything, of course, that's behind the actual device. And Oreo, you can't go on to the can't go on the laptop there, kitty. Yeah, there we go. All right. Curiosity in cats. Okay, so here we are with a Zigzagoon. Okay, so I'm just going to try to train up this Mudkip there a little bit more. I would like to have it to level 10 before we actually move on, of course. That way we actually get to do some trainer battles. Okay, there goes the Poochyena and the Zigzagoon. What else can we find here? I hope we can find Wingull. I would like to have a flying type Pokemon for when we move on through the story mode here. And there goes the Tackle. Okay, perfect. We got level 9 for Mudkip. And we've got Mud Slap, so that's awesome as well. Dun, 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 dun. Ooh, this one's got a little bit of defense there going on. Okay. Nope, still a Zigzagoon. I wonder if I might have to be maybe on the water or something. Oh, excuse me, guys. It's only about 10 after 9 here at the moment, and a little tired. That's alright, though. And another Poochyena, so I'm probably not going to find anything here. I might have to take a look to see what I can find out about Route 103. Let me see here. Let's see here. Route 103. Hoenn. Just going to give it a little bit of a quick search here just to see what I can find. Wrong button. So, if I'm not mistaken, I believe I'm supposed to be able to find Wingull here. It says it's only about a 20% chance, so that's not bad. Now, if you guys are wondering what kind of phone I'm using, of course, I'm using an iPhone 6 Plus. So that's pretty neat. It's great. I actually use it to remote control my computer and Twitter and Facebook and you name it, so it's awesome. I do watch a lot of Netflix onto it every now and then. That's pretty good. I actually just got a recent upgrade from a 5S to a 6 Plus, so... Alright, so we just found our Wingull. Now, Wingull is a flying water-type Pokemon, of course, so our water guns aren't going to do very much damage to it. So I'm just going to try to weaken it down here just a little bit and see if I can capture it. Now, if I can catch it, it is going to be on my team there for a little bit. I would think roughly up until about Brawly, I would think, and then if it doesn't evolve by Watson, I'll probably put it in the box, so... So I think I'm going to use my Premier Ball for it, of course. Now, if I can catch it, that's going to be awesome. No. It's not weak enough yet, which is unfortunate. Alright, let's see here. Hey, monkey, you think I'm going to catch this, or what? Alright, that's one. Oh! Broke out before the second spin. I'm afraid to do anything to this thing. But I really need to catch it before I can move on. And to catch them all run, what you want to do is you want to try to capture every Pokemon on every route before you move on. That way there's a lot less backtracking. But for later on in the game, of course, you can actually catch all the water-type Pokemon that are actually back here at the beginning. Once you can actually surf, of course, but you can capture them later on in the game as well. So if you are on further routes, you don't have to backtrack to the start of the game in order to actually find them. So we just got Wingull, so that's awesome. So I can actually leave Route 103 now, and we can actually go right back to Odale Town and right to Route 102. What I'll do is I will take a picture of the actual setup that I've got going on right now. It's actually quite funny. So I've got my Razor Blade Pro here right in front of me, of course. I've got my Yeti mic just right over here, and then over here, obviously, I have the camera on the tripod. And it's actually quite an interesting setup. When I was setting up for the actual recording session, we have a patio that's just over here, eh? So we're on ground level. So there was actually a car that was pulling in, and I was setting up this tripod in front of my couch here, and people were out there looking at me like, "What is this guy doing?" Oh, Wingull. Okay, so we can find right now a Zigzagoon. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I believe there's actually a way to find a Beautifly here as well. This one has Charm, Potion level 5. The potential on this one's pretty bad. I'll fight it anyway just to weaken it, but I won't catch it. Now, this might give me enough experience points to move on, of course, so... But then again, I'm wondering if I should catch it. But it does have Charm, which is kind of interesting. It might be good for, like, later on in, like, other battles and stuff, too, so... Now, eventually, what I would like to try... I actually have 2 green screens that I got from work, from like an event, and I kind of want to set them up somewhere, but I don't actually have any free walls right around here at the moment. Oh, sick, Ralts. I hope it's a female one. Oh, it is too. 6, so I'm actually going to try to get myself a Gardevoir earlier on in the game. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I believe this one here doesn't... I don't think Ralts can get teleport at this level, so I might be okay here, but I'm going to try to capture it. But I don't think I have anything that's really going to weaken it, unless I actually keep it out and it keeps doing Growl, of course. I wonder if maybe a Mud Slap might work. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to just keep using using some Mud Slaps here, and see if I can weaken the Ralts. If I can weaken Ralts, I should have myself a sick Gardevoir. And then I'll have to also stay on the route until I find a male Ralts as well, so that way I can get Gallade. But that shouldn't be a problem. But if I'm not mistaken, I believe the actual availability of Ralts is quite low, so it's kind of rare that I actually found it in the first place. Alright, so we just got 17 experience points for catching Ralts. Okay. So Ralts has the ability to sense the emotions of people. If its trainer is in a cheerful mood, this Pokemon grows cheerful and joyous in the same way. And that is Psychic and Fairy type as well. So I'm just going to check the nature of that Ralts. I just want to see what it is, of course. Okay, so it's hardy. So it's a neutral nature. That's not too bad, so we're not going to worry about that. We do have to find, however, a Lotad in this area. And I'm almost to level 10, which is awesome. Alright, there goes the Zigzagoon, so I should be able to get to level 10 right now. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to actually rotate out the Mudkip, probably for Poochyena in this case. Poochyena is already level 5, so that should work to our advantage there as well. The key idea here in this Catch 'em All run is to rotate out your Pokemon as much as possible. So there's another Wurmple. So this should be fine. I should be able to get some experience points from the Wurmple. Now, again, I'm not really worried about the whole EV training in this run. The sole purpose of the Catch 'em All run is to complete your Pokedex, of course. Now, I find that there's not a lot of YouTubers out there that actually do Catch 'em Alls, so I'm not really sure if I'm the only one or not. I haven't actually seen anyone else do them, so I assume they're out there, of course. But I find this whole LPing scenario, I've been doing this now for almost 5 years now, and my question would be is that why do not as many people do Catch 'em All runs? I see a lot of Nuzlocks and a lot of Wedlocks and things like that, but just straight through walkthroughs and stuff. But the whole point of Pokemon is so that way you can catch them all, right? So I'm not really sure why you wouldn't want to catch them all. Now I can understand running straight through the game if you want to be able to do Wi-Fi battles and competitive things. That's completely different. Now, what would actually be kind of interesting, a long time ago, I actually used to do live competitive Let's Plays, basically where we had multiple people basically sit together and play the game from Friday night until Sunday. Now, that would be kind of cool to see if they could actually just sit straight through and stream it again, so I'm not sure if I'd ever be able to do that, but if I actually have the actual time off to do it, I would love to do it again. But with the whole face cam thing, it might be a little difficult. Alright, so we do have our Lotad here. It is level 2. So we're going to try to capture this. Now we do need a Grass-type Pokemon on our team as well, so... Now, but that would make 3 Water types on my team, and 3... well, basically they're mixed types. Because I would have Ground and Water, Flying and Water, and then I would have Grass and Water. hope I can catch this, guys. I really want this Lotad. I also hope this recording goes okay as well. I'm not sure if the actual microphone's picking up everything properly or not. I might have to take off the pop filter. I might be too far away from the mic for it to actually pick it up, so hopefully it's picking it up okay. So we do have Lotad here. Lotad is said to have dwelled on land before. However, this Pokemon is thought to have returned to water because the leaf on its head grew large and heavy. It now lives by floating atop of the water. And I'm not going to give a nickname to that Pokemon either. Okay, so we have almost seen every Pokemon in this spot. Oh, I don't want to find Lotad. What am I doing? Okay. No. Go back for a sec. I'm actually going to see if I can try to find that male Ralts here now. So, search. Can't be found. Try a different spot. Okay. Okay, let's keep searching. No. Alright guys, so this is the first battle that we have on this route. If you have Pokemon with you, then you're an official trainer. You can't say no to my challenge. Bet this is youngster Joey. Oh, it's a youngster Calvin. Oh, that's funny. Alright, so the only Pokemon that he actually has right now is Zigzagoon at level 4. I'm just going to keep going here with the Poochyena. Hopes that I can actually maybe burn it. Maybe it'll help me stay in there a little longer. But I do need to get Tackle, and I do need to get Crunch or Bite. Something that's going to give me a little bit more power here. Okay, so I did take down the Zigzagoon a lot quicker than I expected, of course. And I'm now at level 6. Now this Poochyena is going to come in handy when I go up against some bug and grass type Pokemon. Okay, I know this is a Lotad here, so let's just see what it's got here. Alright, and here goes the Fire Fang. Now, it might not do a lot because it is water and grass, of course, so there's a bit of a resistance there. Okay, almost took it out. So, level 5. Oh, Teeter Dance. Very nice. That's got to be one of those special moves for it, so I'm probably going to get hit in confusion. But, oh, I didn't. Okay, so I probably should have caught that Lotad, but I didn't. Now what I should do here, guys, is I'm actually going to stop the recording here at this moment, just to make sure that everything's going okay. Now this recording is probably about 20 to 25 minutes long, so we'll just end the episode here. I am going to continue to mass record there this evening, so there should be no problems there. So other than that, my question for you is, do you prefer the catch-em-all runs? Do you prefer watching Nuzlockes? Do you prefer watching just straight walkthroughs? Or do you prefer speed runs? Put your answers in the comment section below. Make sure you like the video, subscribe, and I hope you have a great evening. Have a good one.